Here is a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this stylish asymmetric blouse with a bell sleeve. To start drafting this pattern, I'm going to mark out my basic measurements. I'll mark the shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, waistline, then add at least 7 to 10 inches after your waistline. It totally depends on how long your blouse is. I'll place my tape and mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll come down by 1 inch, and after marking that, I'll mark a basic neckline of 3.5 inches, right? We are still going to adjust this. You can 4 inches also. Now place your tape and connect it to your shoulder slope. The next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. Whatever you get, make a mark, place your ruler and draw out your straight line there. Place your tape and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2 there. You're also going to add ½ inch later when you're transferring your pattern to fabric to attach your sleeve. Now connect from the shoulder to the chest line. The next step, we're going to divide this into 2 and mark the midpoint. Now by ½ inch from the midpoint of your armhole, place your tape, mark your bust measurement divided by 4. You want to connect this to the upper part, and from that midpoint, connect to your bust circumference divided by 4. Next, you're going to mark your dart, which you mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Going to take that measurement all the way to the blouse length. Going to go ahead to place your ruler to connect, drawing out a straight line at that point, right? So after you're done marking this, the next step is to mark your dart. So I'm using a basic dart, which I'm coming down from 1 inch at the bust and ½ inch on both sides. I'll extend that dart line all the way to the lower part of the dress. Now after doing this, you want to go ahead to connect this at both sides of your blouse and then extend this all the way to the lower part. If you look at this dress at first, you feel it has a half length. Now if you take a closer look at the dress, you notice that there's no half length there. Just notice that it is just as a result of the fold on her body when you're wearing this dress. There's no half length or at the waistline of the dress. At first I felt it had a half length, so if you look closely to the half length, you find out that there's no joining on the pattern of the Ankara prints on the dress. So that is why I'm using a basic dart, and there's no princess dart pattern on it also. Insert our body measurement. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4. I might not be using my actual measurement, so add your sewing allowance of your choice. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Then pick this dart intake because you're going to stitch it out. Then replace it, add your stitching allowance. You're going to mark your waist measurement divided by 4 on your waistline. The blouse length, mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Then pick your dart intake that you have here, then replace it and add your stitching allowance by this side. So the next step is to place your ruler, connect from the bust to the under bust to the waist to the blouse length. So after you're done marking that, the next step is to outline with your marker to make it more visible. It's also optional. Let's mark our bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. Let's say your shoulder to waist in front 17 and your shoulder to waist at the back is 15. So minus that 15, take it from out from that 17. If you have 2 inches, you mark it and then connect to your nipple point. The next step is just to go ahead to cut this out. Please blend out your dart when you're cutting this. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out. Notch your dart areas, and I'll also repeat it here. I notched it so that I'll use it as a guide to mark out the dart on the other side. Come in by 1 inch from this neckline and then go down by at least 5 to 6 inches, or measure the desired neckline of your dress. So for this other neckline, you just maintain that and connect this way. So this is what I have after I was done marking out. So the next step you're going to take is to measure how long you want the shorter side to be. You can use 4.5 inches. It totally depends on what you want to use. Me, I'll consider using 3.5 to 5 inches for the side, then blend this. Now this side should be at least 8 to 10 inches longer, right? Then you go ahead to connect and cut out. This is basically what you need for this side. And go ahead to cut out the neckline. Remember to blend your darts before transferring your pattern to fabric. Then you stitch out your dart lines. So you can adjust the hemline if you want it more shorter. Now let's draft the back pattern. So the next step is to mark out your zipper allowance, which can be 1.5 to 2 inches. So I marked the shoulder to bust, shoulder to waistline for back, then add your additional 7 to 10 inches. So whatever measurement you use, that is what you use for the back. Then also mark your dart, which is your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now you're going to place your ruler and connect, drawing out a straight line. After marking that, you want to mark your basic dart intake of ½ inch here, come down by 1 inch here, then go ahead to connect and also connect at the other side. So after I'm done marking this, I'll mark ½ inch. I want to extend my dart ½ inch down. It is easier when you're working with the asymmetric hemline to use a straight dart. So I'll just go ahead to connect. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4, add the stitching allowance. Here I'll mark the waist measurement divided by 4, pick the dart intake, replace and add my stitching allowance. I'll mark my hip measurement divided by 4 here, pick the dart intake, replace it and add the stitching allowance. Then I will go ahead to connect, and then I will also connect to the hemline of the pattern. I'll just go ahead and I'll cut out the sides of my pattern. For the neckline, I'm using 3.5 by 1 inch for the neck depth first. Remember, we are going to alter the neckline of the other side of this pattern. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out. Next is to come in by ½ inch here to get rid of your zipper bulge. Then you're going to place your ruler to the upper part and connect this all the way to the lower part. So this is what you have. Then you now go ahead to cut out your zipper bulge. And after cutting this out, we are now going to blend out the zipper area. That is why I pinned the zipper, so that we can cut the other side. Number one neckline is wider, extend by 1 inch and go ahead to connect. After connecting, you're going to go ahead to cut this out. Then now measure your waistline, outline it is very important, and the rest of your pattern too. If you use 4 inches, 4.5, depending on whatever you use, to connect from that side. Another thing, you want to pay attention to the zipper area so that it will match. Also the dart areas, what I'll now do is to mark out my dart. I notched out my dart lines. So you want your dart lines to match, very important, so that it's not after joining it, it will not match. Then your zipper line should also match because of the zipper at the center. Then blend it. Now if this side of your blouse length is 7 or 10 inches away from the waistline for the front, that is what you use for the back. Then after this, you just go ahead to cut out. After cutting out my blouse, this is what I have, right? So let's cut the sleeve. I'll start by marking out ½ inch, which I'll be using for my starting line. Next is to find your sleeve cap height. Find your sleeve cap height is your bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. I'll make a mark there. Then place my tape and I'll mark my armhole measurement divided by 2. So if you measure your armhole and you have 14, if you divide it by 2, it will give you 7 inches. Now you want to place your tape, your ruler, connect to the tip. Now, what you do is to place your tape on that line. Divide what you have here into 2 equal parts and mark. Then after you're done marking, you're going to place your tape again. You divide what you have here into 2 equal parts and mark. Then you're going to place your tape from here to the midpoint and mark. Now what you do is come up by ½ inch at the first point, go down by ½ inch at the other side, then go ahead to connect to this point here, and then to here and to the last part. Now this sleeve is a bell sleeve, and all you have to do is, since my pattern paper is not enough, I'm going to add additional pattern paper to the sleeve. I'll go ahead to add another pattern paper, which I'll use my tape to hold it down. The next measurement you need is how wide you want the sleeve to be open. Measure it, divide it by 2 and add your sewing allowance. Then go ahead to connect. After that, just go ahead to cut out your pattern. Remember to add ½ inch on top for the joining of your sleeve, and I cut out the sleeve on a smaller size.